and I'm really happy to have you here back in the show so we can talk about trading ideas, and some little bit education stuff and issues. You can share your experience with me. Are you happy? Are you successful in trading right now with using the rules and your own plan? If you make any progress in your trading education, is it helpful to watch this show every morning? So feel free to share your thoughts and your experience with us, or send an email to Admirals if you want. So we stream this show live on YouTube at the same moment. If you watch it right now on YouTube, maybe, or maybe later as a recording, you will find a button in the right corner. You can click on it. You can give us a like if you want. You can leave a comment. If you want to know something closer or more carefully, then feel free and never hesitate to ask whatever is in your mind. All right, now in the chat, I will see Relaxation. Good morning, Omar. Good morning. And of course, feel free to ask. So I share my screen now. And I need the chat. Here we go. Great. So Janos, good morning. Tina, Mike, Jaseng, greetings to Singapore, coming closer to you. April the 1st, I'm going to Bangkok. And Karel, good morning. Raquel, Plumen, Magdalena, greetings to Hungary. Ian, wonderful, good morning. So the top instruments of Admirals are Bitcoin, DAX 40, Dow Jones, Euro USD, and gold. And that's those 5 top instruments are in focus of our trading too, beside of all other currencies we are trading in 4-hourly chart. Imrene, good morning. Kurt, good morning. And of course, DAX in 10 minutes. If I have time, I trade them. I hope you did it yesterday and took 1,000 points in a row, because that was great stuff yesterday. And that yesterday you could see how important it is. Never miss a signal, by the way. Vladimir, good morning, and Mushi and Gwenya also wonderful. Good morning. Okay, so let me invite you. And first of all, we have some analysis this morning. The top news: Sony Group's game unit suspends software hardware shipments in Russia. And from yesterday, unfortunately, Russian airstrike hits Mother and Children Hospital in Ukraine. That's really bad things. All of us can hope that this war will come into an end very soon. And I want to lead your attention to this risk note on the bottom of this slide. CFDs are complex instruments and come with a high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. So please make sure that you understand what you're doing here in trading. If you want to have more information, then feel free to follow our Admirals channel in Telegram here, and then you are never missing any valuable content. Here you'll find the link in the chat here in Zoom and in YouTube also. Ute, wonderful good morning on YouTube. I can see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, so then if you're more fan from Admirals on Twitter, then feel free to follow the Twitter account. It's Admirals Global, and my name there is Daytrader70 in case you want to follow me there. And in case you want to go deeper in your own education, so feel free to grab the Trading with Logic course. Here you can make a free online training first if you want. You can click on this proven expert site if you want more information what people say they did the course already, that you have a little bit more confidence that you know what you're doing here. Okay, by the way, this is some kind of private stuff. You know, I'm a German guy, I'm Bavarian guy, so you know my English is very colored by German or Bavarian stuff. So sometimes if you think I don't have the right words or the wrong grammar, so please have a little bit mercy with me. You know, I'm working on it, that you understand what I try to explain. Okay. So, Omar, I'm sure I'm making progress with rules. Your course is a new world for me that I'm discovering. My trading is more profitable day by day. That's really Omar is one who is who took the online course, who spent this money for the course. And I love it when people say it's a completely new world. So, you know, discovering the galaxy never was before. So this is pure logic. I love it. So DAX 10 minutes, check it out. Look at this one. So there was the entry yesterday. I got out yesterday with a profitable trade. So, and I missed the re-entry in the third trend arm. In case you did it or you had a little bit more generous stop loss, then you had the great chance to be still in this trend. And you know, you had the chance to do this 1,000 points yesterday, just with simple trend following. And you know what? Where did we go back? Do you remember? Check it out. Look at this one. Amazing, right? We hit the point of control yesterday perfectly. And I promise you, right? Do you remember the probabilities I said days before? That's the point of control. 30,902 points. I said this. And the probabilities are higher than we go back to the point of control. Check it out. And now you know why my teacher taught me this, that in trading, you don't trade DAX 40. You trade the price for one contract. And once the price is really, really cheap, it must go back to the point of control. It must. And this is a kind of the second guarantee we can work with as private traders, that we trade prices. And with a trend, it always goes back to the point of control. And you see, it's a kind of guarantee. What's the other guarantee we have as private traders? Yeah, trend continuation or trend break. One of them must happen. It's not an option. It's a must. So we have two guarantees as private traders. Yeah, a trend is always there. It must continue or it must break. And the second one is the price must go back to the point of control, which is a normal price. And this is really, really cool. So, Milush, wonderful good morning. Greetings from Kolín, Czech Republic. It's not so far from me here from Bavaria, you know. I have to look back with subtitles. I do not speak English so well, but I want to thank you. Very good videos for me. Thanks for being here, by the way. And feel free, you can translate it with deeply, for example, DeepL, and if you have any questions, yeah, never hesitate to ask. So this is what I want to show you, how important it is to work with prices. It's easier because if you hear the name of DAX 40, you're always close to have an opinion. But if you just think in prices, and this is so much important, ladies and gentlemen, if you think in prices, there is no opinion, because just prices are just judged by cheap, expensive, or normal. That's all. And next step is how I can trade it. And you know, as a trader, we are not consumer. We don't want to buy something to put in my shelf here in my office. I want to trade it. And as a trader, just have one intention, buying cheap and selling expensive. And therefore, this kind of different thinking with prices is one of the biggest steps you have to do as a private trader. Yeah. So where can I learn about the meaning of point of control? Just here in these videos, in these shows here. Yeah, or you can send me maybe an email about my homepage. So this is DAX 10 minutes, and what's actually on the right side happening right now? Yeah, the uptrend is still upwards because this will break at the last 0.3. We have here a kind of short correction, but this short is broken already here, and actually we don't have a contrary trend. It's just still the uptrend. It's still valid. So actually nothing to do for the moment. And here you can see, awesome, right? You had the chance to take 1,000 points yesterday with just the 4 magic L's. You remember? Logic, listen, let it go, and let it run. This is how you can make money in trading. Let's go to our top instruments. And we start with Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, I had a loser. So why? Yeah, we had the correction and I was speculating on a trend continuation. So let's start here with Bitcoin, and we have the point of control. So point of control here is up at $47,194. So that's my trend. First trend arm, second one. And here was the possibility to go up to the point of control to speculate from second trend arm. So I had an entry here on my way up. So, and then I could see, okay, my bus driver is completely drunk. He's not driving anymore in my direction. So I trailed my stop loss and I got out with a teeny tiny loss. So what do I have to do right now? Nothing. Just wait for the next balance candle. And if you see the next balance candle, it's still the second trend arm, and it's still my duty to open the trade again. So please, Bitcoin still on your watch list. Next one, Euro USD, top instrument. And you see we had lovely profits here right now. So, and now be careful, put in your watch list. Look where we rejected at the point of low, exactly there. It's awesome, right? And you see from the point of control down to cheap by a trend, rejecting at the cheap price, and now let's going up and let's going back. So be careful today because we expect a rate decision today, 1:45 German time. So I don't open a trade right now, but I know this is my trend basically. Yeah, so that was the starting point, first trend arm. And here now we in a second, we are waiting for a correction at best more than 38%. And then let's go up to the point of control. So we can do this, but just wait, not yet, just wait. Rate decision today. We never open a trade close or before we have the announcement and press conference from the ECB. So afterwards we can do. So maybe you might say, yeah, but what if when the price is jumping up? Yeah, who cares? It's not your job to speculate. Do you know speculare? You know the Latin meaning speculare? Observer, just watching, not touching. It's like the same, you're married or you have a girlfriend and you see another wonderful, lovely woman, you know, never move your head, just your eyes, just watching, never touching. Okay. So this is like this one. So just wait. I trained this by the way. Okay. So next one is Dow Jones. Still in short, ladies and gentlemen, still in short, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still in a downtrend. Yeah, no uptrend. And I would say, okay, there is indeed a secondary trend. Look, this one. Still a secondary trend. So, but we have to confess, okay, we are deep in the green zone and the point of control is here at $34,599 by one future contract, not points, dollars by one future contract. Really important. So maybe we're talking about a new uptrend, but not yet. We need a close above the last 0.2, then the correction, and then we can go up. So this will not happen today. It's 4-hourly chart. It's a calm time frame. You can become calmer and calmer and stand aside and just watching, not touching. DAX 40, 4-hourly chart. Yeah, as you see, 1,000 pips yesterday. So it's still a downtrend, ladies and gentlemen. It's still a downtrend. And you know, we came from, where is it? Here you go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's the wrong color. It's short. So here's this one. Bam, bam, bam. So, and now on the right side of the chart, now we can see an uptrend, move, correction, and now deep in the move. We are waiting for a correction, and then we can go long. If you trade DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart, this is yours. Be aware that the point of control is quite far away, 15,724 euros by one future contract. So you see, we are deep in the green zone. And now we have a new uptrend. Actually, it's a correction because the downtrend will break here at 14,751 euros by one future contract. So wait, correction, and wait, ECB decision today. Just wait. Gold coming down, coming back, but still an uptrend. Still uptrend, and you know, this one, this one, this. It's still the uptrend, and the trend will break here around $1,960 by one future contract. Yeah, there is no downtrend right now. It's just a correction, no trend behavior, just a correction. So actually, either you are in still long, and you took your partial profits anywhere and trailed your stop. So your stop loss should be there actually. If you're not in, just do nothing, just speculare, just watching. Peter, great. My entrance Dow Jones was by 32,559. Short. I was afraid to go long. Okay, let's look, just have a look again. So short 32,559. 32,559. Wow. Since 3 days. Okay. Really? 32,559. Okay. So you went short here. Roundabout. This 400, or maybe here. Okay, here roundabout. Okay. Is there any explanation? Okay. In my opinion, wow. Okay, I cannot see any rules. Do you have any explanation why you went short there? Do you have any rules for this, or just emotions? So be honest. But what was the reason why you went short here at almost the end of the trend? Because the trend is really, really old, and there was not really a downtrend anymore. It's just a downtrend, but really old. So is there any explanation you can? I don't know exactly. It was intention. Okay. Thanks for dishonest. But you know what? With this, you cannot make money. Of course not. But this is, you are not alone with this. So don't don't be angry with yourself, because let me tell you this one. I trade years with intention and I was never successful. So never forget, you trade with probabilities and not with intentions. As a private trader, you work with probabilities. And if you work with probabilities, you have to follow the law of probabilities. And you did exactly the same mistake that millions of other traders do. They work with intention and they jumped on the train when it's too late. When you see the last wagon which is going out of the train station, then you start running and grab the last wagon, and you're wondering why you are in minus. So please, in heaven's sake, first of all, wonderful that you are so honest with me and with yourself, by the way. But second one, with this kind of behavior, I can promise you, you will destroy your account and you will never become successful in trading. Never, never, ever. So now the ball is on your field. It's just on you. When do you want to start to learn trading in real? Because trading by intentions, it's not probabilities, by the way. Yeah. Okay. So just, no, yeah, it was about the downtrend, but you should think about the price. And if you want to go short, then you have to sell expensive and buy back cheap. So, and you sold expensive when the price, you sold the price when it was already cheap. This is not a strategy. Yeah, this is a kind of strategy, but with strategy, you cannot make money. Yeah. So this is not the sense of trading with prices. So you trade, you have to, if you are a trader, yeah. So let me, how should I say, let me explain. You are a trader, you have a grocery store and you bought strawberries maybe for 30 cents by a box. Yeah. And it's the last one, it's out of the season, it's completely high season. Everybody is selling as strawberries. And then you want to make money with this. That's unlogical. So stop doing this. And my suggestion, immediately stop doing this. Learn trading from the bottom with logic, but this is not logic. Next one is instrument is, where is it? British Pound USD. Where are you? It's gone, really? British Pound US. No. Here we go. So British Pound USD. Also, it's a big downtrend, really cheap in price, really cheap. Point of control is up, 135.35. And interestingly, we have a new uptrend. It's this one. So move, correction, move, correction. So 2 balance candles in a row. Yeah. And we can speculating on a new uptrend. Yeah. Which means we come off the correction and we can make a buy stop. And in case the price will go up, we can speculating on this trend continuation. This is buying cheap right now and going back to the point of control. And we have a trend. It's the second correction. It's based on rules. We have the probabilities on our side. It doesn't matter if it will be a winner or a loser. I don't care about it. I have a probability on my side of 70% that we go up and we continue the trend. Yeah. So this is what we have to do. If we accept probabilities, oh, okay. So is it possible to have your email address or any means of contact? Yes, of course. Just go on my homepage. Look at this one, dowhow-trading.com. There is the English button. There is a contact formula. You can send me a notification. Then we can get in touch to each other. Completely easy. So new trading idea, British Pound USD, one of the top instruments. Cheap price, second trend arm, entry at the 0.2. Yes. And now, before we come to our running trades, we have the poll of today. And here we go. Thanks, Nestia. But you know, my clients have always have the first place. So therefore, it was important to talk about the Dow Jones stuff. So question, do you know how CFDs are really working? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Oh, please explain to us a bit. Yeah. So before we do this, and we will make a little bit of education, just jump through the running trades. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, just still running. Australian Swiss franc, still running. Let it go. Bitcoin over and out. We can close. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, still a little bit in profit. Just let it go. New Zealand Canadian dollar, still in profit. New Zealand Swiss franc, trend is still running. US dollar Canadian dollar, trend is still running. By the way, there was no trend continuation here, actually, but stop loss is in profit and everything is fine. US dollar Japanese yen, yes, really cool. So maybe time to make a partial profit. Make a partial profit. We hit the last point, almost the last point too. So, and let's sell out the position, trade the stop loss into profit because we overcame the last 0.2 here. The downtrend is broken. The main trend is still facing upwards. So make the trade safe. That's really cool. So crude oil. Yeah. Thanks God we're coming back from the top. So therefore I trailed my stop loss below the candle, the balanced candle from yesterday to save the rest of my money. And I promised you, once the trend is over, I will spend 10% of my revenue here. So, but I don't go out now because I'm not sure if we are done with this trend, but I trailed my stop loss here to take the money, by the way. Yeah. So what's the price for course? Is it one-time payment or should we pay monthly courses for limited period or lifetime membership? So the course is a lifetime membership, including all futurely updates. And you can pay in one payment or you can pay in 3 rates. So it's just up to you. You will find all information on the homepage. Just feel free to check it out there. Okay, so British Pound USD, Bitcoin, and next one, which is really important, we made a lot of huge money with Euro Australian dollar. So, but now we have a new trend. And indeed, it's an uptrend right now. So look at this one, move, correction, second trend arm, and now next correction. Just waiting for the balance candle, and then let's go up. Unless we have a break here, then the downtrend will continuing, maybe. So just wait, Euro USD on your watch list. So my question for you today was kind of education part. Do you know how CFDs are really working? So most of us said, please explain to us a bit. So yeah, that's really cool. CFDs were founded in UK, England. Years ago, it was a time when the government decided to take taxes for shares. So really smart people thought, I don't pay taxes for my shares. I'm not crazy. So I will find something new. And that was the birth of CFDs. CFDs is the shortcut for contract for difference. Repeat it in your mind. CFDs, contract for difference, CFD, contract for difference. What does it mean? For example, a currency, a future, a share is really expensive. So, and there is no leverage in normal stuff, in normal shares or futures. There is no leverage, but you have to take a lot of money. So, for example, you want to buy a share, for example, and the share costs $150, one share. Yeah. So, and you have $1,000 account. So, how many shares you can buy if you if you don't want to risk too much money? Yeah, not so many, as you can imagine. So, therefore, contract for difference is really cool because you don't have the real share. You have kind of an image of this, but it's exactly the same price, but you have to pay much less because you work with a leverage, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, or 1 to 500 or 200 or something like this. So, and by this, the reason is by this leverage, the share costs you just instead of $150, just maybe $10 if you divide it through the leverage. And this is how CFDs are working. So you have you don't have the real share, you don't have the real currency, you don't have the real future, you have a kind of image of this one, but you have to pay much less to have it in your account. It's exactly the same price and like the original share, but you have to pay much less. And with this leverage, you can make much more money if the trade is running in your direction. Worst case is you have the leverage in the opposite direction too. So if you have a leverage of 130 maybe, and you make a winner, 1, 2, 3%, it's multiplied with 30, leverage of 30. But if you make losses, it's also multiplied with the leverage on the short side, on the loser side. So be careful with this leverage. Yeah, but this is the big benefit of working with CFDs. And I can highly recommend Admirals as a broker because they image the real shares and futures and commodities and indices exactly like the future. How can I control it? Yeah, with the point of control, for example. And yesterday, I make this check every day. So highly recommendation Admirals as your broker. And this is what we're talking about, the CFD. So don't be afraid about working with CFDs. It's just the image of the original share, future, whatever there is. And with Admirals, you have a really serious broker you can work with. And they don't make stupid things. They have exactly the same price and really cheap their commissions and fees. Thanks, guys, for listening. I wish you a wonderful and lovely day. Let's get in touch with each other. I wish you all the best for this day. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you.